What's going on, everybody? And today we're going to be continuing What If Shane Killed Rick in The Walking Dead. So let's get into this. We start by seeing Gareth, who has just been kicked out by the group as they still can't trust him, so they just let him go. And yeah, he's out of the group, and he's out of the group he was never in. The reason they kicked him out of the group because they can't trust him. And the governor and Shane put aside their differences, and they decide that they need to work together if they want to survive. And they settle their beef, and they're friends again, sorta. But after Shane has the talk with the governor, when he goes to sleep, he would dream of Rick murdering people, and one of those people is the governor. And Rick says, "Look what I've done. I've done what you couldn't do. I told you you needed to step up and be a better man. But look what you did. You didn't do any of that. You tried, but you were too weak to do it. At the end, you don't have the power to do it. You're weak. You're soft. So, I need you to be the man you were at the farm. The man that can do anything for survival. I need you to bust open holes into people's head. I don't need you sitting around just giving up in a fight. You're losing your mind, brother. You need to step up and lead this group. That guy, he can't do anything. He has one eye. And I just killed him, and you couldn't. And I'm not even alive. Isn't that crazy, huh?" And Rick says, "Well, let's just forget this talk ever happened. I'll see you another day." And Rick turns around and he shoots Shane in the head, killing him in the dream. Shane would wake up and he realizes he can't go to sleep with all these thoughts in his head coming back to haunt him. His past behavior was unacceptable, and he can't listen to those voices in his head again, or he can hurt the ones he cares about the most. And there's somebody awake with Shane. It's Father Gabriel, and he's praying that this group and him, we all survive, and we all grow up together and live happy lives. And Father Gabriel would pray to God, basically, for that. And Gabriel would see that Shane's awake, and he asks, "Would you like to join in praying? It can relieve stress if you're having trouble sleeping. So, would you like to join me or not?" And Shane tells him he's not trying to be rude, but he's just really tired. Maybe some other time, Gaby. And Shane would ask Gabriel if he hears the noise outside the church as it's raining pretty hard. And it seems like he just heard a gunshot or something outside. And what's outside of the church is a horde. And somebody has led the horde to the church. And Shane's the first one to see it, and he starts yelling for everyone to get up. And he says, "There's a horde! We need to go now!" And the governor comes and wakes up everybody else that's still not awake. And Crowley tries holding the door, thinking he's some big, strong guy. And when the door opens, Crowley's pulled out by the walkers, and he's taken outside, and he's eaten alive. And the group just have to close the door on his face. And Axel would scream out, "The back exit!" Glenn tells everyone to run. The governor decides to stay behind and hold off the walkers while most of the group are escaping. And the governor reloads his gun and he says, "Come on, I can take all of you right now, right here." And the governor screams, "Come here, you maggots." And with him is Lori protecting her house, as it's not really her house, it's just her base, but she's protecting the place she loves and she wants to stay at, and she's not going to let another one of her homes get destroyed. And she actually does pretty good in the fight. And with her is Carl, and he also has he has an entire assault rifle with him, and he's killing more people than Lori. Well, walkers, of course. When the group run out of ammo, they all have to go in with Daryl to hit them with their guns or any hand-to-hand weapons they have, or they just have to use their bare hands. And in this fight, Morgan would pass out from all of his PTSD coming in. And after the entire horde is killed, the group see that this church is very much destroyed, and they just spend the night outside the church in the rain. And after the fight, the governor would lay down on the floor, and he'd be covered with Walker blood and some of his own. And he'd say, "We won, didn't we? Because we followed my lead." And some of the group members still end up killing some remaining walkers that are still here. And Garchulio would tell the group that he thinks that they need to move. They can't fix this church. We need to find a proper community again, or make one of our own, possibly. And Carol says she agrees, and she thinks that they should get out of here and pack up right now, as she doesn't feel safe here. Especially after she heard about the people that came, aka Simon, after the governor and Shane fought. And Martin would tell the group if they let him go out of these ropes, he'll tell them a place where they can go and where he can go with them. But they just have to get rid of the ropes on him. He knows a bunch of places. The group say, "Name them." And Martin would say, "Well, that's not how the deal goes. You untie me first, you let go of me, and I'll tell you. So then we're gonna go. If you untie me, that is." And Shane would untie Martin. And Martin would say, "That's more like it." And he'd tell them that this place is called Alexandria, I'm pretty sure. Or Alexandria, I don't know. It's something like that, but it's sorta on the way if you're headed with me. Me and my buddies over at Terminus, we were gonna head there to get some more people, or we could possibly join them or something, because we couldn't find many people at a point. And once we went there, we were attacked by them, as they clearly saw through us as we were cannibals. And Abraham says, "So we just were gonna get Washington, D.C., huh? We just gonna forget it?" The group tell Abraham after they're a bit rested up at Alexandria, or whatever its name is, they will go to Washington, D.C. and find the cure that Eugene says he has, and knows how to make, of course. And Lori tells the group that they should all pack up right now, and the group agree. So they pack up their stuff and they start leaving. And Big Tiny would carry the group during this adventure, as he's like the only one who's not injured or anything. And once the group are starting to get closer and closer to Alexandria, Merle realizes, what if this is a trap? And that Alexandria place is one of their other hideouts, and this guy's just leading us there to get us killed. But then, and Martin would say, "On everything I love," which is sort of nothing, he says that he swears on everything that he loves, which is, of course, nothing, like I said before. He says that Alexandria is not a place where he's welcomed, but it's possibly a place where the group's welcome. And if he's with the group, he's welcomed. And just when the group are about to kill Martin, two people come out of the woods and they say, "Well, this man's telling the truth." And they say that, "My name's Aaron, and this right here's Eric." Aaron and Eric tell the group that they're the recruiters at Alexandria, and they would say that this guy is not welcome, but if he's coming with you, then he may as well be if you're not from one of those cannibal places. And they say if they want to join, Aaron and Eric tell them that they're always looking for new recruits at Alexandria, and it seems like that they're headed to the way. And if they need help, they could help them out in taking them there. But if they don't need it, and they don't want to come, and you guys don't want to come with us to our community, it's all good, and we'll just leave you alone. And then Carol tells them that, yes, that's the reason they're here. They want to join Alexandria, and yeah, they know that it's a safe place. And Carol would just start begging for them to let him into Alexandria. And Aaron and Eric accept. But anyways, guys, that'll be it for today, everybody. I hope you guys enjoyed, and bye-bye!